So here's a video just showing the different parts to Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now on bass. First thing, as always with an early Smith song, is that it's tuned to F sharp. Again, I've got a video talking about that, which I'll link to at the end. It's broken up, the song, into roughly 3 parts, or there are slight variations throughout. The first part is the intro, which features a few times in the song and also features as the outro, although there is a variation in the outro. The intro goes. So I'll just play that through a little bit more slowly. That was slightly slow for the recorded version. That lick there, which I managed to mess up, is slowly, it's like this. So you've got your your A and D string fretted, you know, in kind of like the guitar E power chord position, and you're starting off with those two. Got that little hammer on the first fret of the D string. So you might need a little bit of practice with that because it's a bit more tricky at the recorded speed. But there's the intro. Just play through again, normal speed. So you finish on the open E string, then you're into the first half of the verse section. So that's the first half of the verse section. Just run through that again. So you'll see it ends with that lick again, although it's slightly changed slightly. You've got that walk up on the A string. Back to the open E. So the second half of the first half goes. So you've got that slide up to the E on the A string, which is 8th fret. So again. Those 2 extra plugs on the open A string there. Back to the open E. And you're back to the E power chord position. Okay, so the second half of the first half all the way through slowly. So it finishes with that drag across the string, where you're still in the E power chord shape. And then we're into the chord section. So that end bit, the drag, finishes on the open E. You need to pluck the open E again. But between that open E there, which I'm plugging with my fingers in a normal position, for the next open E I'm already into the chord position, which is a pinching position, and into that first chord position there. So for the chords you're always on the E string and the D string. First position is there, 5th fret, 6th fret, down to both fingers, 4th fret, up to both fingers at the 10th fret, down to E 7th fret and G 8th fret. That same position slid down 2 frets. Slide it down 2 frets, you're back to the starting chord in that sequence, back down to the 4th fret, there, that slide up is obviously mimicking the guitar riff at that stage, the lick. The only chord I haven't, or position I haven't shown you there is the, when you come right up here to the 12th fret and 13th fret. Just go through the whole chord section slowly. At normal speed, and finish with that pluck back into the normal hand position on the 8th fret E string. Back to the first half of the verse part, which is pretty much the same as the first time round, except it does vary at the end in terms of the licks. So this time we're going so instead of going from the E to the A string, we're going from E to the B string, to the E to a B note, on this, which is obviously the 2nd fret on the A string, and doing that lick that we had in the intro. second half of the first part, and that section has another slide, but this time you are sliding second to fourth, this is on the A string, and fourth to eighth, back to the E, open E again, and then you're back to the same riff, finishing with the drag, leading into the chord section for a second time, and then that leaves the only part remaining, which is the outro, which is pretty simple. You're starting the same as the intro. So slowly. Open E, A, G, A. So that's it, that's the video for Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now, bass.